Well, the West Coast is struggling to curb the spread of COVID-19. It's seen a 65% increase in infections in the past 7 days. And the Swartland district recorded one of the highest numbers of COVID-19 deaths recently, while Police Minister eNCA is visiting the area today. Our reporter Nadine Turon is there. She joins us now from Langebaan this morning. Nadine, a very good morning to you. And while the Police Minister does his checks and inspections, give us an idea of what these communities have been through. I mean, the festive season now petering out, people making their way back home, but what has been the damage that COVID has done to these communities and especially businesses there?
Well, we know that there's been a 65% increase in new COVID cases in the West Coast in the past week, which is extremely high. And the communities of Saldanha Bay has been very, very badly affected. It is one of the highest death tolls in the West Coast area. So we're here in Langebaan, one of the biggest holiday towns and most famous towns in the West Coast area. Usually we would see thousands of tourists coming here, but residents say it's the quietest they've ever seen Langebaan. But on the other side, they've been suffering due to all the COVID-related deaths of well-known and beloved community members. So I have here with me Valerie Murphy. She's a local business owner and chairperson of the local tourism organisation. And Valerie is going to tell us, how has COVID-19 affected this small community in Langebaan?
Well, COVID-19 was just one of the other things that affected our community. It has a huge impact on not just the tourism-related businesses, but the entire community at large. People have lost their jobs like in other places. Businesses have had to shut down because obviously they couldn't keep up with not having patrons coming in. With the situation right now, it was all, up in the air. We could open and then close, and now the new lockdown regulations, and then obviously some services being cut down. So it has a huge impact on the livelihoods of everybody. Langebaan is a very touristic town. International travel, yes, we know that that's also cancelled for lots of other areas. But yes, the economy here is just suffering, loss of kiting income, the loss of restaurant income, the loss of just local businesses. But the big impact that we have is just, on the community side, that we're losing to COVID lots of people. Some that have contributed largely to the community, and it's a big loss, and just seeing every day, looking at, people are passing away, people that we know of. So, yeah, I think it's quite morbid, and it's really sad. So, for us, we just want, to do whatever is needed, what we can do, what we have control of to comply and to get through this. And I think it's the same for everybody else out there.
And tell us of some of the big figures in the community that we've lost to COVID-19 recently.
Yeah, well, Steve O'Hagan from the Spa, he's been a huge pillar in the community, always supporting various charitable, ventures. We lost him on Christmas Day, and then, just down the road from us. Then we've got Sibat Neatling, also, key pillars in the community. He had a local business here. We lost him as well just like 2 days ago. Yesterday, Yanni Ace, who's one of the old councillors, he'd passed away. That's just Langebaan people. But then if you look at the broader community, we're losing people every day. And it's not just now, it's like people you know of who know of people that are passing. It's actually people directly. So it's just, it's just one of those really devastating things to have to go through at this time,
Thank you, Valerie. So that's what you heard, how it is in Langebaan right now. People dying every day, big figures in the community, very, very small community, and they're suffering very badly because of the lack of tourism already. And now the coronavirus seems to have affected this community more than most other communities in this West Coast area.
Thanks so much for that. Well, over